Welcome back to Wojo's Greenhouse and Garden Center here in Ortonville. I'm George, and I'm amongst some plants that I brought together to show what we either have starting to go into fall color or will soon be going into fall color. These are plants that you want to consider for your landscape to provide that extra little zest or pizzazz for the fall. First one up here in front is a small version of the ash leaf hydrangea, ash leaf spirea, called Sem. This is a smaller plant than the parent ash leaf, and you can start to see the color change. Behind it, I have a shrub form of the amelanchier. We have the serviceberry tree, the amelanchier tree, but some folks like the smaller shrub for their landscape. We have the Regent variety or the Saskatoon variety of the serviceberry. White flowers in the spring, fruit for the birds in the summertime. These will turn a beautiful orange and gold. Spirea, I've brought in just one example. That would be the magic carpet, but each of the spirea that we have will go through a series of color changes throughout the season and climaxing with an outstanding fall display. This one starts off coppery orange rust color, goes to green with a pink flower, and then the fall it comes back to the beautiful coppery orange rust color. Behind me I have the tiger eye sumac. You can start to see the color change coming in here, the beautiful orange red. We haven't seen it yet on the sumac, the fragrant grow low sumac, but this will turn again an orange gold color. Behind me, I have a representative of the viburnum family. This is autumn jazz. I don't think Bill can get close enough to see the beautiful fruit that it displays. Within the viburnum family, we have different colors of fruit dependent upon the variety, and we'll have a beautiful fall color. The fall color on this turning to a reddish burgundy color. I want to point out the summer snowflake. This will be turning, the foliage will turn a burgundy in the fall, but I wanted to highlight this because it's unique to the viburnum. Instead of just a springtime flower in May, it continues to flower throughout the summer, so this is a nice addition to the garden. Down here in front, I have an example of the Fothergilla. This, we carry two varieties, the Mount Airy and also the dwarf varieties. It has a fragrant white flower in the springtime, the fall color orange and golds. You can start to see some of the color change on these two hydrangeas. This happens to be Little Lime that started out with a lime green flower turning a dynamic pink. And then we have the Pinky Winky with the pink with the white tip. Behind me we have the hibiscus. This is one of the tree forms. This will continue to flower right into the fall. Down in front, I have the sweet spire. This happens to be Little Henry. I also have Henry Garnet. This has a white fragrant flower looking like a bottle brush in the springtime. The fall color is a beautiful burgundy. Down here in front, Albury Purple Hypericum. You can see the dynamic burgundy foliage here. The flower has passed. It had a yellow flower, and now the red fruit is beginning to form on the stems. The old classic burning bush that so many people are familiar with, starting to change. I wanted to include the oak leaf hydrangea over here on the side. We're starting to see some color change in here. This turns to a dynamic red color. Witch hazel, very interesting shrub because of its flowering time. Some varieties will flower in November, some will flower in early spring, midwinter in February, March. This particular variety is Diane, and this will flower probably in February, one of the first signs of spring. The last shrub that I want to talk about is the Heptacodium, or the seven sunflower. This is a unique plant. It is getting ready to flower. It flowers in September. It gets a beautiful red bract after the flower, And then the thing that is dynamic about this throughout the wintertime is the peeling bark. It provides some real nice winter interest. So I've given you just a sampling of some of the plants that we have here, and we will continue on with colors for the fall next time. Bye-bye.